Check.
What's going on, brother Tim?
Big Cap, Dominique Hollowell, Derek. What's up, Carter? I can't call it. Oh, I ain't seen y'all. Yeah, my bad about that, y'all. There we go. How everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to the Hot Shot Haven. It's me, Jonathan, coming to you live with more informative content. If you're new to the channel, yeah, quick introduction. My name is Jonathan, owner of Nova Enterprise. Where we trying to move everything at the right price. I don't know no other way to say it, but yeah, quick short intro. Started out doing non-CDL hot shot back in 2018. Um, I ain't gonna say found my niche. I figured out how to do this stuff correctly and really how to charge and value my equipment and my time, and I mastered time. And then we came back and kind of eased into the realm of CDL, but we didn't do the high shot because I told y'all a long time ago. In my opinion, really ain't but a couple ways to do it. And if you're gonna exercise CDL class A, you might as well go ahead and pull what you can pull to take the ceiling away from over your head. So that's what we did. Took the ceiling away from over our head to an extent, because it's still upper levels of what I do. But yeah, we run semis now and high shots as well. And yeah, Carter, yeah, that's not my truck. That was on the operator bought that truck, but it's gonna be on the number, so we add to the fleet like that. But I ain't spent a dime. That ain't my truck. That ain't my truck. But I'm gonna do a review with you and introduce you to the guy and everything like that a little bit later. But he gotta go through some training and stuff first. So that coming a little bit later on, and him being the multi-talented guy he is, I think he putting together videography on the actual day in question when that truck was procured. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to look at that footage and stuff when he does that. If he in here, shout out my homeboy Jay. Home time. But yeah, I really came to holler at y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a minute, man. I've been on the grind all the time. You know, I post a little something in the community, let y'all know, man. I ain't been asleep. I ain't nobody been hanging around. Y'all know what I be doing. I be getting to a dollar. One seen money gone to the point where shit, we trying to amass a small little baby side fortune and keep on not leaning on the majority of everybody else money. And I do want to say something about that too. I'm not telling you because I told y'all a bunch of times credit. That's super important. Get your stuff together, keep your name right, make sure you have the ability to do a lot of stuff, but don't lean on it for day to day stuff. Save your credit for stuff that really matter. Expenditures that's more than 10, 15, $20,000, because if you're doing stuff in the period of time and you able to be considerate of time, you'll know that sometimes you gotta slow down and speed up. And if you be a little bit patient, just a little bit patient, you can go buy that stuff without the help. Just a little patience go a long way a lot of time. You can go buy that stuff without their help. That's if you got money coming in already. Now it's a different thing if you starting off and you half and half of your money with the credit and all that. That's cool and everything like that, but you gotta keep the bottom line in perspective and your total operating costs of what you expended in consideration of what you're doing. So, like I said, I don't want me nobody think that credit bad now. I think somebody might got wrong misunderstand, but that because you might need to go back in some of these 300 what I'm saying. And I oftentimes say a lot of stuff got bought cash. Majority still got bought cash. But the simple fact of the matter, the only reason it was able to do that because production time was value and we did what we needed to do in a lot of amount of time. We set some goals and we wrecked the motherfucker. So, you know, it is what it is on that. But like I said, I came to holler at y'all, man. Little Q&A. Just cause I ain't seen y'all in a minute, man. I've been working fairly hard. I ain't gonna say it's nothing crazy hard about the work, but at the same time, I've been moving a lot, and basically I've been working some 4 day weeks. Uh, that's why when I put up what I put up the other day, I said that was 6 weeks, but that ain't uh, six. weeks times 7 is 42 days. Now that's 25 days working because a lot of them weeks I worked 4 days, 3 days. Yeah. And that was like 70 something. Ugh. Those are real dollars, y'all. I don't know who life ain't getting changed by something happening like that, but those some real dollars. I'm just be honest with you. Those some real dollars. I don't care what nobody say. Those some real dollars, man. For real. Those some real. Well, we'll put. I made the see. We'll put that Vortex in that S10. That small black. It'll be a 350 Vortex. I want to do a 383, but they're too much far outside the budget of what I really want to spend. And I could do it for less if I had more time. But time versus the money, I actually get a nice Vortex crate motor, put a carburetor on it, some headers, possibly swap out the cam, being that it's a Vortex, it's gonna come with a roller cam in it. And we're gonna swap that out probably for a comp unit and some good valve spring and try and reel that thing about 6,500 in fourth gear, breaking tires are loose at 55 miles an hour. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I've heard some folks do stuff like that before with some vehicles. Little known fact, I used to be pretty handy up under the hood in my neighborhood. And the guy wanted a car that was decent to be able to outmaneuver the authorities, if you will, in more cases. They used to come holler at me. And a couple more guys in the neighborhood, but there was some people that really wanted to be able to go when it was time to go and still bolt them big ass heavy rims on their car and still be able to go when it's time to go. I'm talking about pick them up and throw them. I ain't talking about, oh man, he toting them rims. No. I used to have them boy picking them rims up and throwing them down the street. Oh man, wow. Hey, to be honest with you, he may be. Danny B, he may be. You never know. They be lurking. Yeah, but they used to holler at me on stuff like that because I'm pretty handy with the wrenches. You like buy this, and this, and give me this much money. Come back and get your car in 2 days. Yes, sir. Come back and get your car in 2 days. Give me, they go buy this, and this, and give me this much money, and come get your car in 2 days. Sideways. R.I.P. Deja Wall. Come out there sideways in that roadmaster with the rims up under. One of many. Been driving over the road, 2.5 years, time for some local routes. Okay, y'all got convo going up now. So I'm gonna open up the Q&A, man. I done did a little board jive with y'all back for. I'm just glad to see y'all up in here chilling and with me. You know what I'm saying? It been a minute, but like I said, I be on some more stuff, bro. I be hustling. So you know, sometimes I don't have time. I have been making footage though, so I'm gonna step my production game up. But at the same time, I'm gonna do some little stuff and get y'all in the game. Hey, the mayor of Detroit. Y'all need to do better. I'm just playing. The mayor of Detroit. Hey, y'all gotta do better, man. They won't even put light back on the pole in Detroit. Jesus Christ. They be like, they're just gonna break them again. No, the way taxes set up and the way my property tax set up, every time that light get broke, y'all better put another one out there. Way this shit set up, how these taxes is, there ain't no excuse to have nobody riding around in the dark in Detroit like that. Alright, okay. Grunt Performance said, dude, repairs as new authority have been hell. Sorry, just wanted to vent to someone who knows already. The truth is the light. And whether it be brand new, used, a friend of yours truck, whatever, it's always gonna be something. And it's always a crapshoot. Hey Josh, look at Josh with the super chat and the question. Would you recommend a place to buy your first semi? Way to get in there with that super chat question, brotherhood. And this do feed people that are less fortunate. So yeah, appreciate that. I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends. Josh, I'm gonna need you to elaborate a little bit on what you're looking for in a semi because they're gonna really dictate places. You say you want a place to buy your first semi. Is your first semi gonna be used? Is your first semi gonna be new? Some people able. Is your first semi gonna be person to person? Is it gonna be Oh, Mr. Cassimi said tell him what not to go first. I'm gonna tell you like this. You, HI, you, old boy said tell you where not to go first. I'm gonna tell you where to not go first. I'm gonna take that approach to that. In particular, I don't like the very large franchise lease companies. I'm not gonna call no name. Mr. Consima said that spot in Mississippi. I ain't gonna just say that either. Cause they had some good trucks. I done been down there, they had some good trucks. They done had some bad trucks too, but they done had some good trucks down in that spot in Mississippi. This people got some bad stories behind going down there because they got the wrong expectations. And I gotta get into that. But we gonna go to the where to and where not to first. And brother Brush spent his money. He spent $5 at that question. Alright. Now, we're gonna say what not to first. And that's why I said kind of the big lease purchase type of sort of rental type companies. Absolutely, you made it. All my matter, good to see you. Those type of places, just like any used dealership for cars, trucks, SUVs, semi, golf carts. If it's a used lot, this stuff has been used. Now, our biggest thing is documentation when it comes down to something used. They're gonna be that much of an expenditure. Documentation. And to be honest with you, sometimes person to person sales with documentation really mean more to me than the big lease truck lot. I ain't gonna call no name. I want to a couple of them, but I ain't gonna call them by name. The big places like that, the guy that got his truck at home, he been an owner operator. He may have bought that truck new or used a while ago, and he has all the documentation on everything you did. How did I know to leave? It was time to leave the dealership, stop all bit. I ain't just go straight from the dealership straight to the. I didn't. I worked for myself. Like after that, I was doing Mercedes work by myself for myself before I started this. But yeah, um, when you look at the places that are actually moving volumes of units like that, I'm not gonna say they not taking care of the trucks. And I'm not gonna say they not documenting and verifying everything that they're doing to the trucks. But dealing with a used truck, the bigger part of what I can say may be an advantage of dealing with somebody like that is the warranty situation. And that depends on how old or how new you want to be on used truck because I don't need no warranty. Just simple as that because I know what to look for and what not to buy in person. But the average person gonna want a warranty, so you're gonna go deal with somebody that got a warranty on a newer truck. But then, like I say, the documentation level. Now we got. Let's just say we got two trucks. I'm gonna give y'all a good example. You got two trucks. Truck A, that's 2016. Insert your favorite truck. I'm just gonna say a Freightliner Cascade. 2015 Freightliner Cascade, and another 2018 Freightliner Cascade. This 2018 number letter A have been in the hands of a person, on an operator that was possibly leased on to a mega carrier or a small carrier, and he has all of his records. This truck over here, this truck was leased out to a person that was probably like this first person that got the truck, worked it on a company, and the service was done per company instructions. It was a fleet truck, so basically it has the maintenance records as well. It was serviced at the same place every single time. Good stuff, right? Now it goes to how meticulous and what do they use at these particular places. So now, if you take truck A and truck B and put the documentation side by side, and truck A has an individual that's spending his hard-earned money taking this truck to the actual Freightliner dealership, and they're doing work that's actually warranted nationwide, versus this truck that's been in this same garage for the last 5 to 6 years getting work done on it with subpar parts, parts that fit the budget of this leasing company or this carrier, how they do it because they got their own garages and stuff like that. Their work don't have no warranty on it nowhere but in their shop because don't nobody really know they did it, and all the documentation comes from them. I'd rather see a stack of papers come from 5 or 6 or 7 different shops that have had incidents where they done worked on this truck A, and they've done what they had to do. They paid, they charged the money, they were compensated for what they did. They warned the whole engine being rebuilt. They making the record. So, it's one of the things where, what I'm saying, I'd rather choose the used truck dealership with a warranty than the big lease in and out revolving door type places. That's what I will say. Because if you got a used truck with documentation, more than likely it came from an individual sale. Oh, my matter with the super chat. Y'all keep it going, man. Keep it going. Y'all know what I do with that, bro. Y'all, hey, it's to the point where we feeding people that left for us, and then we doing all type of stuff, bro. We having a little fun over here, answering some questions. Appreciate that. All my matter jumping it out. Hey, Josh, appreciate that. Anybody else with a question, throw it in there. Drop your chats, drop your super chats, all that old good stuff. We appreciate it. Okay. But like I said, when you dealing with that type of stuff, it's a crapshoot regardless. So if you're gonna deal with a dealership, you deal with a dealership with a good reputation on trucks and stuff like that, that they move units. But I'm not trying to go to the truck revolving door station. You know what I mean? Because they in and out, in and out, in and out. And them the type of people where you hear people saying, hey, I leased or I bought a truck from such and such company and it didn't work out. I went back, they put me in another truck. It may have not worked out. I went back, they put me in another truck. They do that all day. They can do that all day. Who has time for that? I need some verified stuff in the truck that runs well and does what it needs to do and let me go on by my business. Cause their money too much to be just doing it 2-3 times. So let's see what we got. Hatch Fly. 99. Hatchet. Hey, appreciate that, bro. He say he got love for him. I believe you too. He say you looking to get into a 5500 build. Are there any issue with chips for new trucks? What kind of chip? Hatchet. When you talk about chip, you want performing with emission, without emission. What you talking about on the chip? Be a little bit more specific on that one. I need to kind of know because there's a difference. There's a distinct difference on the 5500. Nice truck too, man. Brian, hey, I appreciate you too, bro. You crunk it up. Hey, all my mouth, you crunk that up, boy. You sure did. Hey, let me go back. One more person. So no, AJ, you put that in motion. All my metal kept spinning hard, and Hatchet came in, slid in the game, and Lick O'Brien with the ooh wee game. Man, look at y'all. I thought there was an issue with chips being delivered with trucks. On build dates after about 3. No, I'm wrong. After about 9 of 20, most of the calibration issues were fixed. That was done. So if you're getting a truck built right now, the chip issue, it really not a chip, it's a programming, it's the actual software Um, I'm not gonna say they put it back at 2018 standards. They just dumbed it down some. And those truck got the CP3, so it has the fuel volume, the quantity, the pressure where it needs to be, and you know they pretty much fixed it. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, they pretty much fixed it. My only consideration about that engine in the interest of fuel economy and efficiency and quieting the engine down some more, you know, I'm really interested to see where those roller lifters are gonna be around the 300,000 mile mark. And I'd be interested to see the actual size of them. Because I haven't seen one in person. They need to be big, y'all. I'm gonna say that. That's one of my mechanical parts of that engine that block change, that was cool. This is cool. If they got some cat side rollers on them lifters, if they pretty big and that pretty much turn the bearing speed down on that roller lifter, it makes it last way longer. As long as you keep some really clean oil in it, you won't have a problem about it spinning correctly. But I would have really kept that flat tappet. As long as you got oil on it, you really can't mess it up. I don't know, but they doing what they do. We ain't gonna argue with that. It's more efficient. It burns less fuel. It runs quieter. And probably make more power because they put more air under the curve with that roller cam. And it is 2021. They about time to put a roller cam on there. So hell, I don't know. I just know a flat tab cam and their motor will run 1,000,000 miles without all that extra junk. They'd be on that motor. On that motor. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see. Brian, we appreciate you, bro. Um, Clarence at Alabama in here. What's up, bro? Hypermotion. Man, y'all some good folk, bro. What's the best tires to put on the truck like Hercules, non-CDL, in the trailer? Um, a LT rated tire. I used to run 12 plies. You have to go online. Sometimes they can be a little expensive. 10 plies, no less than 10 plies on the truck. 2500 series. Just watch your axle weights and stuff, but no less than a 10 ply LT rated tire. I like the Firestone. It really stands up. I like it. It has a pretty heavy sidewall. But like I said, if you can get it in a 12 ply, I like Yokohama. I like Firestone. If you strictly highway, I like Michelin. They go a long way, but it's a soft tire. I'm gonna say that. Like if you steady going out the beaten path, and your customers have you delivering bobcats to job sites and stuff like that, then highway tire Michelin just ain't the one for me. I know some people that swear by it. I done ran the high jokers before, but at the same time, it really didn't just profit me. Them Continental Terrain contacts, yeah, and shout out Continental to All Mile Metal, cause I ran them Contis on the truck for about 7.5 months one time with some good rotation, which is really good on a single. Cause y'all know the rear tires wear out faster than the front tires on a single. So to rotate them and rotate them in like 7, 8 months, and that's actually really good. Cause I was running some crappy miles. Turner said I got 2 nails in my Michelin. This is another reason kind of why I was like, nah, I'm good on the Michelin. I just need a really good tire. It don't have to be the Jordan. It don't have to be the Michael Jordan tire, but you know, it just needs to be a good tire. Oh, hey, you that Fred Tim? Hold on, Fred. Hold on, man. That my boy Fred from Alabama. Fred Tilly. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, get 500 bill, bro. That's gonna be shit. Victory Lap. What's up, brother? Yeah, hey Josh, yeah, the mission is like 1,400 versus them Firestone like 900. So, you know what I'm saying? You gonna probably go through a like couple sets of tires in a year's time. Probably. At least a set getting taken off and putting another set on and driving on into the next year. Like you ain't gonna run, you probably don't run through two sets of tires. Myself personally, I used to run through two whole sets of tires and be working on the third set of tires going into the next year because I wasn't playing no game. I really wasn't. I really wasn't playing no game. When I tell y'all, I'd have really ran right at 850,000 miles by myself in like 4 years. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it wasn't running around with, like a chicken with my head cut off. It was getting it there and really stacking them parts. Look, I paid my money. I really did. Chris Basin, what did you miss? Are you specking tires for high shots 18 wheelers? We were talking about high shot, but we taking questions. Oh, okay, Fred, I got you. Yeah, Korea, we were talking about that was a high shot, more or less a high shot type of question right there with the tires, but 18 wheeler tire kind of running about the same notion. Yokohama makes a good one. On the big truck, I like the Toyo. The Toyo, also on the high shot, if you got a dually and you could just perhaps run a 19 and a half, or you got a 450 and a 550 that run a 19 and a half, I like them Toyos, y'all, with the steers that are different than the drives on the dually. I like them Toyos. My Spanish homeboy y'all seen with that 1 million mile F 350. Y'all might want to check that video back out in the playlist in the equipment video. That what he will run. I like them tires. I end up putting some steers on a probably like 7 months ago. Yeah, had some Yokohamas on the but like I said, tires. You don't too much want to just skimp on them. You don't want to do no name by no means. Like we retreading anything. We not buying retread for no spare. None of that stuff that's on the semi. If you got 14, 16 flat trailer tires on your high shot and they regroovable, just I don't know what you might want to do, but we ain't regrooving no tire around here, man. We got tire. Just too much money, too much, too much at risk to be retreading some tires to save $100. It don't make no sense to me. Trans Eagle 14, 16 platform, Walmart, high speed rating than Hercules. I go for that Neil. I go for that Neil. Cause one thing about it, one thing, if you got it for Walmart, you can basically get your money back or do an exchange or something like that. Whether they be in stock or not, we don't know. But pretty much anywhere in the country, you can make that happen over again if something come up about that tire too. So that's also a good thing about going places in person and looking these folks in the eye when you give them their money. Yep, yep, yep. Let's see what we got. And it's very cost effective too. Let's see. Carlisle trailer tires. Dominique Carlisle trailer tires, in my opinion, are overpriced, and they overpriced. I mean, with other stuff on the market that does a very very good job, and I'm not saying that they the champion of tires, even doing their job, but all tires have their shortcomings and their strong points, which those are really good tires. They are top name tires, sort of like on the other end, especially like what I said with the Michelin. That's a top name tire. Not pretty wide. But anyway, that's a top name tie. So you get a top name tie type reputation. You may get a little bit better craftsmanship than a cheaper tire. But in the scheme of things with the trailer tires, it would really be a preference. Because like I said, that you got the other brands of trailer tires and Dominique said the performance though, you just have, like I said, you make them comparisons because, like I say, a tire with a higher speed rating, you may not use that speed rating, but in reading tire spec, the speed rating isn't telling you, hey man, we're gonna be driving 80 miles an hour and you can take it. It does tell you that, but you can understand that a tire that is a 14 ply tire here and a 14 ply tire there, and this one's rated for 61 miles an hour and this one's rated for 80 miles an hour. This is probably a tougher tire. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it really ain't apples to apples all the way. You just have to take into account what you're looking for in a tire and see what's best for you, because the Carlisle may be good in some areas, have strong suit, and in certain areas that may mean more to you, it might not be as good as a tire that may not cost what that tire costs. That's why I say it really ain't no all the way locked in comparison, because I've had some 14 ply tires, and I have used a trailer with one of my partners that had some 14 ply tires, and I promise you they were not the same rated type tires, man. I had never seen no 14 ply tires kind of made like that. They was real generic, but at the same time they were some tough tires, but they just wasn't. They didn't seem like they were steel wall. So that's one of the things you come into the knowledge of knowing just by seeing a lot of different kinds of equipment. What's up, bro? Dominique Howell say he paid. That was up. Hey, yeah. Ooh, 1900. How many you get? 4 or 8 for 1900, bro? And does that include road hazard? Do them tires come with like road hazard coverage on? Cause that ain't no crazy bad price. Yeah, Turner, that's a lot of money, but that ain't no crazy bad price. Cause it like, it like getting some Jordan, putting some Jordans on there. It's like almost like some Michelin. But Carlisle, they real big with the with the horse community too. And them guys like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, them some well respected tires. Hey, he asked how Luke deal with load rejection. Who asked that? All my man, how has on fly? How you? Oh yeah. We did that in the video. Hatchet, good one, all my man. Appreciate that. That was moderator do right there, big dad. Hey, had a situation, had a situation with that lumber. That lumber that had the mold on it, probably like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Check that video out. But they rejected that lumber. I was in Memphis, Tennessee. It came from Brookhaven, Mississippi. And I'm tell you like this. It one of them things where you call that broker back, and first of all, it depends on what it is. If it's something that's real special, like lumber ain't real special. It's a lot of places you can buy lumber. A lot of people take lumber. So this that happened to them before. So they just find somebody else in the area, and you call the broker. The broker give you a new address, compensate you some more money for all the sitting that you done, and go and take it them extra mile to the place. Compensate you with a new rate confirmation. Don't leave until you get there, and you take it to the next place. Well, in my case, this broke, I guess, had done this too many times, or this had come up too many times, and nobody wanted it. Nobody in the area wanted it. Now we need either a new rate confirmation for the detention, and yeah, we finna take it back for the same price we brought it up here for, cause we know how to charge it. If the first price wasn't right, and you gotta take it back for that first price, and you misjudged that money, it's your fault. That's your fault. That's your fault. Get that load that you brought up here the first rate card. Tell them, hey, I need the same amount of money to take it back, plus this detention and sitting down, whatever that might be. And the fact that I'm sitting here and I may have missed, well, I have missed a load. I had to rearrange everything because this stuff is still on my truck because it's subpar material that I had no part in making subpar. So I need compensation. So let that be known. You need your compensation for that time that you lost right there, and you need that same money that it costs because it's the same trip to go back that you made. So you should make twice the money that you was gonna make plus detention, layover time. And you should have a rate confirmation before you leave to return whatever to anybody else they got to go to. You need a rate confirmation, something on paper saying that all this stuff is approved and good. Don't let the broker tell you, well, we got to wait on the customer to get the detention and all that there. Okay, yeah, y'all wait on that, but make me a rate confirmation for the amount we agreeing on for this detention and then return trip back. And you work it out with your customer that keeps sending out this subpar material. Tell them to make some good shit and we won't have to go through this. You feel me? There you go. And I tell them in a minute, they billing trash. Mr. and Mrs. Broker, they billing trash. No doubt, man. Hey, Josh, I ain't know you was in San Antonio. What part of town you stay in, say, AJ? What part of San Antonio you in? Neil said hello. Well, we ain't wait. Nah, we can't be waiting, man. Too much money in play. And like I said, it is a situation if you own the company and you able to invoice this stuff out like that, you can choose to wait. But really, 9 times out of 10, the load that you running has a lot of overhead from where you bid to what it really pays. To where, man, y'all come on about that money and go on give me that for your mistake. And you still keeping good money, Mr. Broker, but you need to come on unask me right now. And when you say they gonna unask that right now, and we'll worry about the other stuff down the road. You and your customer figure that out, and he stop making trash, and everything will be a blessing for everybody. We could be doing a lot of more smooth transactions instead of just hustling back and forth, busting stuff we doing. Tell them folks stop making trash. I had to tell the bro that about that wood. Oh man, that shit came from outside. Tell them folks stop sending stuff to food grade places that come from outside, sitting with the bugs and the flies and the maggots and sitting in the rain. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah. Not your deal. That's not your beat. Yep. Just make sure you get your money in order before you move that truck from their receiver. They're saying we don't want it. Well, I'm gonna sit right here till they figure it out, sir. Or if they want you to move out their property, just have them sign your bill of lading on the in and out time and let them know it rejected. Make it because they gonna want to front you out on paper. Put rejected on there, time, date, yada yada yada, and that's your bill of lading for the one trip you came. Get you a rate confirmation for the return trip, and you'll have another piece of paper if you have to make one that'll get signed on the return trip. Yes, sir. And that verification both ways. And like I said, that little trip up there was like $1,100, I think. I got the $1,100 to come back, and I got $500 for all the stuff that went down. All my amount said, Frank, what we got? Hey, most definitely though, AJ, for real though. Nah, ain't like I say, ain't nothing free. Oh, freight. Isaiah Williams, would you recommend car freight? Definitely got to pull up on you one day and shake your hand for the game I received, Building Loud Transport LLC. Hey man, I appreciate you, D. Man, you know I've been dealing with you a minute, D, to the point where I seen what you were putting down, bro. And I always told you, man, can't nobody hustle this shit like you, bro. You gotta always keep believing in yourself, push toward the goal, and say, fuck a hater ain't it, man. For real, cause shit, if this shit ain't right, or you'll do better. You can't just let them folks determine what happened out here. Gonna be a lot of stuff come up on y'all, man, while y'all trying to make this stuff really be your own and really get that money to be turning over and multiplying like you want to. And it's always gonna be something. To the point where that's why I say I try to give you the game where you don't just stumble over your own feet because it's already enough logs and rocks and bricks and rocks and all type of cracks in the road they're gonna try and trip you up anyway. I just don't want to see you do it to yourself. We mastering what we can control. Y'all know this. Well, I ain't worried about what nobody else doing or what going on or what happened. We gonna go meet the goal. I don't care what happened, and that's how you gotta be. And like I said, within reason of where we stand, we're inside the bounds of the FLCSA, inside the laws. We doing what we supposed to do. We just working hard and being efficient as hell. I'm talking being real efficient. Well, we valuing their time, cause time over everything. Y'all know this. We valuing their time more than anything. So when you go out for a week and I go out for a week and we come back and sit at the table on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we talk shit about what we did that week. All I can say is you had the same amount of time I had. About how many miles you ran? How much money was you able to bring home for yourself and your family to change your living situation and your family way of life to a point where that's the whole thing that matter. Yeah, you drove to Texas from Georgia, and I drove to Washington State from Georgia. And you came back on Friday evening, and I came back on Saturday morning. I worked way harder than you. But guess what? You took a load over there, ran a load, brought a load home. I took 4 loads over there, ran a load, and brought 3 loads back home in the same amount of time. I think my folks feel better about me when I come home than they do about you, because guess what? Ain't no way in hell you can burn all that money up in these, and it ain't that many tires to blow out in America. You made your money. I just come try and help people see stuff in a different light and know what it really is to be grind. A lot of folks, I'm on the grind. No, you're not. What I'm doing right now is on the grind. Because contrary to what a lot of y'all think, and I try to tell a lot of people in the conversation that we have on these consultations, y'all just don't know. I'm helping y'all to help myself. It's a real moment right here. I gotta tell y'all this is serious for real how I feel about it. I'm helping y'all. Ain't about no money. It ain't about no super chats. It ain't about no consultation. Cause I keep all that to myself and just make money and be me and not even be on YouTube. I could just have a good life. I don't care, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be no difference. It wouldn't. It really wouldn't. So, with that being said, it don't bother me to bring the information and stuff that y'all need to hear and y'all need to see. But I always want to stress the severity of everything because I don't want to paint no fairy tale picture to y'all. There's a lot of times you get enamored with the thoughts of money and how it moves and how much you can make and stuff like that. But I can't show you it's a whole lot of little small intricate stuff that it takes to do this. And ain't no such thing as getting your feet wet. I can't say that enough. 2 things that ain't no such thing is, and I ain't said no UFO and all that wouldn't go. I said it ain't no such thing, no backhaul, and it ain't no such thing as getting your feet wet in that building when you buying all this stuff. 2 things that don't exist. They imaginary. There's some stuff that was made up by buffoons. Dumb people that don't understand money tell you, man, you invest $100,000 in something, man, he's just getting your feet wet. Even a multi-millionaire that's good with money, no, that ain't getting your feet wet. That's an endeavor. Nah, ain't no such thing as a back hall come see me. That's just a load going back the way you need to go, but that ain't got nothing to do with the price or nothing. That's the same thing with the rejected load. If I brought it up there for $1,100, what you make me what make them think I'm gonna look at their mistake and say, hey man, since y'all made a mistake, I'm gonna take it back for 800 instead of the 1100 on them same mile, pulling the same weight, burning the same diesel, and I done sat here 5 or 6 hours. Because there ain't no such thing. The shit don't exist. And they got to pay me for that. They deal with their customer down the line. I don't need to hear nothing about no rate confirmation coming in 2 weeks or nothing like that when we figure it out with the customer. No, y'all fucked up and come on with the paperwork and y'all figure that out because y'all got money in the bank, show them what you think. And y'all can pay me out of that stuff and figure that out on y'all end because that's your customer. Remember, I ain't got no customer, I got a broker, right? That's your customer. Deal with your customer. Everybody gonna be responsible for their part when they dealing with me. You making money? Don't do your thing. Trailer brake hums, but doesn't stop. You think it's the magnet? Yeah, or the adjustment in it. Yeah, and also you have to if you even suspect the magnet, you're gonna want to take all of those drums off and inspect it because the magnets are wired up in a series on your trailer. So one magnet will affect the rest of the magnets in the chain, and the one after the affected magnet probably will make the ones that come after it in the chain not work. But yeah, if it's humming like that, yeah, I would say check the magnet first, but also check the adjustment on the shoes because the magnet can grab and you can hear it, but since the shoes are not in adjustment, they're too far away from the drum, so when they actually expand, they still not in contact with the drum, so they not stopping. But the magnet doing this job. It's just the adjustment is so far out that they're not making contact with the drum, and that just come most of the time with sometimes on a lot of times on new trailers they not adjusted. That just come from just putting it together and it just put together, but nobody actually took the time to what we used to call a post delivery inspection on the trailer where they actually go in there, set the brakes, make sure all this stuff torqued down and stuff. Y'all seen my trailer review. Them folks ain't doing that shit. They getting it straight off the trailer. Then they come on the stack. They take it off the stack, putting wheels on it. And I don't know if they tight or not. Check your lug nuts, putting them wheels on there and pulling that trailer right up out there to the front of their yard. And sometimes they checking the lights on, sometimes they not, cause it's a modular light system and all that shit. Man, folks ain't checking them trailers. Them folks selling them trailers. They getting the hell off their lot and getting the most they can ever get in life for them. But them folks ain't checking them trailers. I promise y'all. From a Diamond C to a Gator to a PJ to a none of that stuff, them folks are not checking them damn trailers. You check your stuff. All my matter got you right there. Now that's the trailer overhaul king right there. Now I ain't gonna lie, me and him tit for tat, and he thorough as heck on the trailer. All my matter that comment at the 7:52 p.m. mark, y'all. That's what's going on with how to fix them that brake issue, man, and how to check that out for real. Yeah, you gonna have that, and we gonna have eight off. We're gonna put eight off whoever that is in timeout for talking about cock and balls. Eight off Hiller 666. We're gonna put your in timeout. I'm gonna move that. Big Homer from Wyoming. 300 seconds. I don't think that long enough. I won't put him in time. I really won't kick him off the page. Let's see. Yeah. Bye, Ado. Yeah. Gonna get you on up out of here, Mr. 8 Hour, with your nasty little comment. I don't know how long you been up in here. And get your nasty little freaking pissing in the tub, shitting in the tub ass all my life. Partner. Nasty son, bitch, you. Yeah. Help moderate that there all my about. With nasty ass all over on the damn line talking about that stuff, man. Freaking nasty. His ass on tab out there. Nah, we don't play like that around here, man. We try to help some folks change their life. You around here with some real lame shit going on. Called me out guard landline, told me he wanted to do different stuff all in the tub. I said, man, look at this dude right here, clown in the hair. A clown in a hair. Bitch let me took words out my mouth. Straight clown. Alright, let's get a little more time. I gotta go to sleep, y'all. I'm tell you what I'm doing tomorrow though. We moved so many cars after I got off them pipes. And the fact that I was gone off them pipes, remember I told you I can move cars till Jesus come back. Them big master cars in Vicksburg and Shreveport. Man, while I was doing the pipe for Exxon Mobil, other guys I knew were doing the cars for the same people, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Man, we filled up every steel warehouse for real, on Atway Boulevard, we done filled up every Terillium, the people on the water. We done filled up every warehouse over there, and it's still like 300 cars left. Listen to me, y'all. They told me, man, don't even come pick up no cars. Don't pick them up, man. Hold on, we got y'all to move too many. I said, man, I laid off the car for like 5 weeks because I know it was too many of them. Wasn't worried about that money. I come back get that money. I come back over there, move. I did 3 of them last week. And they was on the fourth one I was gonna do, which was gonna be Friday, because I started doing them on Tuesday. The fourth one I was gonna do, they was like, don't get no more. Warehouse is too full. They borrowed the warehouse that I already been bringing them to. So it's to the point where can't nobody hold them. They just gonna have to sit out there. So now they paying storage day for day, hour for hour for them cars to sit out there in the water in them barges. Ugh. My volume low, my bad, my bad, my bad. Yeah, so they sitting out there in the water right now, can't get them. So I'm gonna go back to the crane mat game. I got some crane mats that are about 40,000 pounds. I love these loads. 8 straps on to get on out of there. Going 122 miles from. It's about 6 miles from my house where the site is. I saw it and I went and looked for it and I was like, yeah, that's moving. So I looked on my little thing with certain people that move them, and it just so happened that they was moving them. So I booked that yesterday uh, through the email and online on a Saturday. Booked 2 of them for tomorrow. I'm gonna pick up probably about 7:30 in the morning. Get them crane mats. Take them from Brandon to Columbia, Mississippi, about 120 miles. Then head back and get another one. Take it right back up there, 120 miles. It's an hour and 45, hour 50-minute drive. Up back, uh, and do that. I'm gonna do 2 of them tomorrow for the 1600 and go take my ass to the house probably about 3:30 in the afternoon, probably 4, probably 4 o'clock, 4:15, some shit like that. I'll be at home tomorrow, and I'm gonna rinse and repeat. I'm gonna do that probably the whole week. I don't know, but the way I count in my head about a job like that, I see how many they got, and yeah, if I do 16 a day, I just count that 10 days at a time. I be like, I can run that and really lollygag a little bit, be at home every day for 16 bands every 10 days, and we probably gonna work 25, 20, something like that. So 32,000, you know what I'm saying, on some crane mess or something like that, or a little mixture. I don't think they're bad money, y'all. I really don't. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I really don't. I don't. They can take it how they want to. Number game pretty good. But yeah, my wife the cook, y'all. God bless y'all. I just wanted to come holler at you because I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm gonna get back on the grind all the time. I'm gonna come to y'all live in the morning. It might be around 8 or something like that. Drop a little load securement on the crane mast, load placement. Uh, let's see, we got another one. JB, what you think about hazmat work or RGN work is better, semi work? Um, it's really a consideration of how much you can build either one of those up. RGN work, heavy haul, hazmat, semi, all of it good field. All of them got their ups and downs, their RGN work and stuff like that. It's really all on. how available, how good your equipment can be, how much your reputation they can stand on, and what you can do in the meantime while all that super heavy stuff might not be moving. See, that's the whole thing about it, you know. Most of the time, people that do RGN work and heavy haul work actually send their money in a circle because they done either teamed up with somebody that moves cranes because they get jobs done, or they actually doing it for themselves as they moving cranes. They sublet some of it, all this. So it's all about how it's set up, but all of it really make money, man. It's just all about how you build it up and you able to push what you're trying to do, whatever it is, to the next level and actually maximize the equipment that you use, whether it be RGN, semi, flatbed, a reefer, or whatever you want to be able to maximize that equipment and honestly say, I'm doing the best I can with this piece of equipment, and either one of those could be super profitable. It really ain't no limit to it. It really ain't. Just be a little red wagon, baby. Around 72, them ports, yep, get that twig, baby. Jump on in, not them ports. Can a D-rated 16 year trade be re-rated back to 16K? It depends on the manufacturer. If you call them and they say they'll make you another tag, that's cool. Other people have gotten around it in different ways. I will not say what ways those are online, but I say people have gotten around it in different ways, and depending on what state you're in, different things go different ways. But the most legit way to do it is to call the manufacturer and see if they'll do it. And most time they'll do it for a small fee. They'll print you a new VIN sticker with the weight on it, as long as you're not trying to go over what it was originally rated for. I really don't see a problem why they wouldn't do it. So now some of them do have a problem with doing it. You just have to call your manufacturer and see. And all my matter, be quiet, don't tell them, don't say nothing. 'Cause we can't really just advocate that there. You know what I'm saying? We really can't just advocate that. That is a real alternative though that works, and it ain't nothing. Yeah, it is. Long as it ain't, yeah, it's easy to raise it back up, but we gotta kind of not say exactly how easy that is because you'll sit there and tell a person, as long as it ain't this, you can do this. And the person sit their dumb ass right there and look at the shit on their paper and see it say what you just said don't do and go do it. Cause they dumb as fuck. And it just some people like that. They just is. So I don't do that on my lives, as far as the whole ins and out. If you want to do loopholes and all these tricks to the game and all that, spend your $40 to call me. We'll talk about a lot of different shit that I ain't gonna say on here and we ain't gonna talk about. But at the same time, yeah, you got dumb ass people in the world all my about. So you can't give them enough rope to really hang themselves on certain stuff, cause they'll be trying to do some shit that they mentally ain't capable of. They ain't even listening to what you saying. They just heard slight loophole and they done ran it, jumped out the goddamn window and fell off a cliff. So you can't do it. You can't do it. I just learned that about people. That's why I ain't never really just did it like that on the channel. I can tell y'all a whole lot of stuff that they had. You just, ooh wee, on some more stuff. I'm not telling y'all that. Cause you gotta get the fundamental down before you get all jazzy and be balling, man, playing with the clock and all that old good stuff and how you really do it and then that. Yeah, you gotta be, you gotta have your fundamental right and being out here and made some money, can accept some consequences and all that stuff before you get doing stuff on that level. That's why I ain't gonna never tell. Now, all my mouth, you ain't did nothing, bro. It's just to the point where you just can't give everybody certain information. So you can't. You just can't. You just can't. So far, you give them just enough information, blow their own damn brains out. It's just crazy. If you put the gun and you put the bullet in the chamber and you cock it back, never pointing at yourself, and they be like, but why? Well, I put it in there, and he said never point at yourself, but I don't really see anything wrong with that. You just pull it like this, and it shoots, and bam. It's stupid. Stupid. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I would re-rate it if it's possible for a small fee, or if you're gonna sell it, co-base, cause that should up the value of it. Cause like a guy with, I don't know, 14, now it rated at 14, and it used to be 16. Yeah, I put it back at 16 because that'll be perfect for somebody with a single town trailer. And then, like I say, I just get the sticker and have it. And you'll be able to sell it as a 16, but have it where they get an option. Cause so if somebody pull up with a dually and need a 14 GN trailer, you ain't already stuck the sticker on the trailer and messed it up to be a 16 for somebody else. You just keep the sticker and give the person that buys it the option to stick whichever sticker on that you provide them from the actual manufacturer. So you don't really put no cap on it since it already say 14. Leave that on there. Get the other sticker, have it, and you can get that to them. So if they running a dually and want to go back to a single or vice versa, they got that option. You leave that up to the buyer, and you just charge them like it's a 16. Charge them like it's a 16. Yep, call Big Tech, Chris. Go basic, Mr. Cussy me, you know I just bullshit. Yeah, you tell them loud and clear, be like, don't ever point that at yourself. But they be like, but why? It ain't gonna, I mean, it just, it's a regular, it ain't gonna, they say gun don't kill people, people kill, see? Yeah. But blessings be to all y'all, man. And I appreciate y'all coming to holler at me. I'm finna get ready to chill out for a little while, give me some rest and go get ready for in the morning. If y'all be up, I say probably like 8:30, maybe 9. At the latest, I'll be getting loaded with the crane mess. I rode through there because it's in my town. I rode through there today, so it's a small construction site. I kind of figured out how I want to come in and out of that spot. Um, and we'll show you how to load that on a step deck too, and we'll see if we have to do some distribution. But like I said, 120 miles, $800. That's good. Hour 50-minute ride. We do an hour 50 minutes coming back, so we'll just say 4 hours, and we got 8 hours to play with. So we're gonna grab the sack one, and either just depending on how the day goes, either take it home or just take it on up that 120 miles if the day is still young, and I think it will be. And then we'll shoot on back to the house, and that'll be eight on a good day work on 1600 for 8 hours, couple $100 a day, couple $100 an hour, which ain't bad. And we're gonna sleep in our own bed, and we're gonna try and rinse and repeat. We're gonna do that over and over and over again until we buy a damn Peterbilt. But it been good to have y'all on here, man. I appreciate everybody. Y'all keep the shine side up, the grid side down. Appreciate everybody for the super chats, man. That most definitely is going to help somebody in need. We getting some of that money away in the morning at the truck stop. As soon as I see somebody, I'm buying for folks some breakfast. We finna do stuff tomorrow. Ain't gotta be no special certain day. As soon as I see somebody that needs something, we gonna do something. And I appreciate y'all. If you're new to the live, like, comment, subscribe, and like I said, if it anything you could just take away from these videos is one thing, then I am here to help, and I appreciate it. My opinion is not the only opinion, and let your opinion be the best opinion that you go by. I'm just trying to make some sense out of some stuff for some people that it might not make sense to. So more to be, brother. And we're gonna travel light and keep it like that, y'all. But hey, like I said, till next time, y'all keep the shine side up, the green side down. And you already know what we said about hell and it, man. Peace.